Hi everyone, hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into CHILIZ. Once again, thank you for your continued support across the channel here. Sharing is caring, and really appreciate everything that you do for the channel. You're contributing towards the channel, the comments, the likes, the shares, everything. Thank you very much. So at the moment, we're anticipating this. We're anticipating this high low, okay, and hopefully we can get that high low. Find some kind of support right now. On the 4-hourly time frame here, make this high low, and obviously that's the confluence of the fact that we've got this reversal. This is a really strong base, and we can start moving onwards with this retracement, this recovery to this previous high, okay. But at the moment, I'm going to be transparent with you, always going to be transparent with you. On the daily, it doesn't look too healthy at the moment, so you do need the bulls to step in here. You do need some volume to come in, okay. Let's drop the volume up so we can see that. You know, look at the volume, it's just nothing. It's don't exist. It's nothing there. So you need something to come in and save this sort of downtrend that we are in, because we've got this bearish cross pushing us down, start to pick up, looking like a recovery from here, like a V-shaped recovery, okay. And we rolled over. We fell out of this descending triangle that we were targeting yesterday. We fell out of that, and we've actually formed a bearish EMA retest there. So you need the buy up now. You need to form this higher low, because if you don't, this is what's going to happen, okay. And I'll show you what's going to happen. If you zoom out on the daily time frame and you look at the EMAs here, we squash them together like that. This is what's going to happen. You're going to start falling lower. Obviously, it's not rocket science, but you're going to come down and get support off this 55 EMA on the daily time frame. You're going to start looking for that sort of test of support, and that currently sits at 0.36 cents, okay. So if you can't get this level here, this support, because at the moment on the daily, this is a relatively bullish candle, okay, a little bit indecisive, but if this body starts to close lower than that, okay, because you can see that body's higher, that body is currently lower. If it starts to close lower than that, then you are in trouble, and you are looking at that cascade and that sell-off, and that push down to this 55 as a level of support, just like it did here, okay, just like it did here. Look, when it corrected, you went up, made the high, and started to fall through the EMA there. You was looking golden, then you start to fall through, and look what happens. You fall down and you get the test off the 55, just a confirmation that you've got that rock solid support. You broke back up, and then obviously you broke back down. That formed that double top, that reversal pattern that we've targeted in a previous video. Highly tradable event, this double bottom, highly tradable event, okay. And then got the confirmation. As you can see, the whole time that it was getting confirmation, the EMAs were sort of creeping up. You see this red line, okay, this was constantly creeping up, so it was adhering to an uptrend, okay. Can you see this? It was adhering to some kind of ascending trend where it was bouncing off support, and the whole time it was moving up and creeping up whilst in consolidation. And what you got there, you got this daily EMA retest. So you got the bullish cross on the daily, went up, got a bit overextended, okay. That's always a signal when you get the gaps, the big gaps in the lines there between the yellow line and the red line, okay. You can actually measure that. When you get a little bit overextended, you do roll over, just like there. You got a little bit extended, you rolled over there. Do you see that? And it's touch base with it. So you rolled over, and what you've done, you've come together and you've had an EMA squeeze. It's called an EMA retest, where you get coming together the EMAs, just confirmation, and look, it projects it, and it's like squishes it and pushes it out, catapults it over its shoulder. And look at the projection you got to move you on and march you up. Effectively, you could be looking at a very similar scenario right now, where you've gone up, you've made the high, you're starting to roll, you're starting to lose the daily, just like you did down here. You rolled, you start to lose the daily, you come down to 55, you come down to test 55. So you could be looking at that lower low there. You could be looking at coming down to test sort of 36 cents, 38 cents by the time it actually does come down to it. And again, still bullish. You're not bearish, okay, until you start losing these EMAs on the daily. So you start losing EMAs on the daily, you start falling through this 55, okay, you're rolling over, and you're effectively creating something like this. Do you see this, where you've gone up and you start to roll over and you lose that, and you're forming a bearish cross on the daily? That's the sell and go to the beach sign. That's when I will say, yeah, we're bearish, okay. You're looking at a larger correction, because when you get that, okay, from a high there and you start to roll over, look at how much that corrected, okay. That was a whopping 50% correction. And then when you form the bearish cross, you know, you're looking at a 30% correction. So until that time's come, I'm bullish, okay. And you've formed a bullish cross just there. That's the massive buy and go to the beach signal right there for CHILIZ. You're bullish. You're in a bullish uptrend on the daily, but all you're doing is falling back and testing support, right? You're falling back and testing support, confluence of the fact that you are just going to sort of consolidate and march on and get this, reset these levels. So at the moment, you know, full transparency on the channel, zooming back in on a 4-hourly, unless you can make this high low and see a bounce here, okay, then you are looking at CHILIZ coming down and potentially losing this low here, potentially losing that low currently 39 cents, coming down to this wick here, which is the 55 EMA on a daily time frame. So do keep an eye on it. What we want here is a bounce. Okay, we want that bounce off here. Get the bounce, march on, get some recovery in the markets here, and then march on and make this full retracement here. But you know, you've always got to be aware. Just move to the left and look look what can happen. Okay, when you have that larger correction fall through and then you get brought back up and just confirmation that you're going to continue. So that's CHILIZ. Just keep an eye on it. Just keep an eye on it. We have formed that V-shaped bottom there, and hopefully we can get this sort of double bottom on the go and get that recovery. Because at the minute we are caught in this little downtrend by the 4-hourly bearish cross down on the 4-hourly time frame, and also this repel. Okay, because I've told you, just like I've shown you there in the daily time frame, the repel in a positive way, the momentum it can give you, the repel in a negative way, the momentum it can give you. So potentially, unless we get this bounce here, then you are looking at that coming down to that lower low and potentially touching the 55 on the daily time frame there. Do take care, do stay safe, just trade with caution. Okay, at the moment we're looking like we've got bought by something, and that potentially is that Fibonacci retracement there that we're targeting yesterday. So it's just a quick little update for you today on CHILIZ. I will be back tomorrow with another update. Do keep an eye on this level. Okay, you can't start to come down lower than this. Okay, because if you start to come down lower than that, then you are looking like you're in a lower level of consolidation. You're going to hug that daily 55 for a while, and that currently sits at, you know what that sits at, 0.36 cents. Just go to the daily time frame, okay, on your charts like that. Go to the daily, and then just you can see what your EMA 55 closes. It's currently 0.36941. So yeah, just looking at that, you can see you're closing, the candle's closing at the minute, the body is below that. So yeah, you are looking at the moment, if it stays down like that, you are looking at that level of being pushed down, especially on the daily, and coming down to test the 55. That's basically it. I'll always keep you updated. Hopefully we can get that recovery and get that bounce and march on with this recovery for CHILIZ. Do take care. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.